Hey everyone, welcome back. You ready for another deep dive?
Always ready to explore new frontiers.
Today we're looking at something truly remarkable in the world of type 1 diabetes treatment.
It's a big deal, no more daily injections.
And it's a potential game changer, right? We're talking about a study where they achieved year-long insulin independence in a patient.
It is, and it really tackles the core problem head-on.
Which is,
Well, with type 1 diabetes, your immune system decides to attack the cells that produce insulin.
right, your own body turns against you. Exactly. And this research, it addresses both the loss of insulin production and the risk.
Exactly, and this research, it addresses both the loss of insulin production.
And it's got the immune system rejecting any potential treatment.
Exactly, this isn't just about managing symptoms anymore, it's about getting the body to heal itself. Exactly, this isn't just about managing symptoms anymore, it's about getting the body to heal itself.
Whoa, hold on. Did you just say you're a cure? Yeah, because I know that word gets thrown around a lot, but what does that actually mean in this context?
You're right to be cautious, cure is a big word. But in this case, a functional cure means the patient no longer needs insulin injections to manage their blood sugar. They're essentially producing and regulating insulin naturally.
Like their body is back in control.
Exactly.
That's incredible. So how did they manage this? The study mentions these CiPSC eyelids. Sounds pretty sci-fi to me.
It does sound futuristic, but it's actually quite elegant.
Okay,
They take the patient's own stem cells, and through a process called reprogramming, transform those cells into insulin-producing cells. Those are the CiPSC eyelids.
so they're basically creating a new source of insulin from the patient's own body.
Exactly, and then they transplant those cells back into the patient, giving them back their own insulin factory, so to speak.
And they did this with a minimally invasive surgery, placing the graft under the abdominal muscle.
Yeah, that's a key part of this. Minimally invasive means a quicker recovery time and fewer complications.
And less risk overall.
Definitely. Plus, that location under the abdominal muscle actually improves the survival rate of the transplanted cells.
Right, so it's a win-win. And the results, they speak for themselves, right? The patient achieved insulin independence by day 75 and maintained it for at least a year.
That's right. And beyond that, they saw significant improvements in fasting blood glucose levels, HbA1c levels.
Which is basically a long-term measure of blood sugar control, right?
You got it. Everything points to this treatment being really effective. Right. Because that's the root of the problem with type 1 diabetes in the first place, right? Long-term immune rejection is a major hurdle, absolutely. Researchers are looking at a few different approaches.
Okay, so it sounds amazing, but I have to ask the tough question here. How do they prevent the immune system from attacking these new cells again?
Right, because that's the root of the problem with type 1 diabetes in the first place, right?
Exactly.
Long-term immune rejection is a major hurdle, absolutely. Researchers are looking at a few different approaches. One is encapsulating the CiPSC eyelids in a protective barrier.
So I got a shield to protect them.
Yeah, think of it like that. It would allow insulin to pass through, but protect the cells from the immune system. They're also looking at ways to retrain the immune system itself to be more tolerant of these new cells.
So it's a two-pronged approach.
Yeah, I mean, a lot more research needs to be done.
It's a good sign, right? So I got a shield to protect them.
Yeah, think of it like that. It would allow insulin to pass through, but protect the cells from the immune system. They're also looking at ways to retrain the immune system itself to be more tolerant of these new cells.
So it's a two-pronged approach.
Yeah, I mean, a lot more research needs to be done.
It's a good sign, right? It's amazing to think about. Okay, so let's recap. We've learned about a potential functional cure for type 1 diabetes that uses the patient's own cells to restore their body's natural insulin production. Fewer needles, better blood sugar control, all thanks to regenerative medicine.
And that's just scratching the surface.
And that's what blows my mind. If we can regenerate insulin-producing cells, what else is possible? Could we regenerate damaged heart tissue after a heart attack? This could be a revolution for medicine, not just for diabetes. It really makes you think, doesn't it?
It does. It really does.
And that's what these deep dives are all about. Until next time, keep those brains buzzing.
Keep exploring.
We'll see you soon.